Kia ora guys, JNuts here for Juice TV, and look, I'm quite chuffed. I'm chilling with Tinie Tempah. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Now, you're quite used to New Zealand, aren't you? You've been here a few times.
I have been here a few times. This is like, wow, this is actually like my third time here, but in the space of 3 times I've been able to go to like Gisborne, Dunedin, Wellington, and now I'm in Auckland.
All the hot spots.
All the hot spots.
And what do you think when you think New Zealand? What springs to mind?
Do you know what? What springs to mind initially, before I come here, I just thought about Sellouts, who is very famous from here, and Kiwis. Yeah, but now that I've been here, I really like the dress sense of the Kiwis. I like I mean, you all dress incredibly well. I like the fashion. I like the style. I've noticed, especially when I was in Wellington anyway, but a lot of the girls keep it quite simple and they wear like white and black, like block colours.
Are you familiar enough with New Zealand to know what the word wahine means?
No, I'm not familiar enough.
Okay, so wahine, that's the Maori word for girl. So my question is, how do New Zealand wahine compare to other wahine around the world?
I mean they're beautiful. I really like the fact that I've been speaking to a few wahine, as you can imagine, and I like the Maori, influence in the culture. It seems like, half of the people out here have a little bit, if not a lot, of Maori mix in them, and I think that that's a really amazing thing, and you can tell, and it's a really gorgeous and attractive thing, and that's probably what makes Kiwi girls more unique than any other girl.
And you get to travel the world all the time, experience different cultures. How does that affect your music?
It affects my music in the sense that I feel like I have a little bit more that I'm able to talk about, and I always make a conscious effort to make my music more relatable as well. The more and more you travel and the more and more different cultures and countries embrace your music, when I write now, I feel like I have to, certain words that might be like super British, like I'm in my ends, or you think, all right, cool, maybe I'll generalize it for everyone else. And again, like when you do great things like festivals and stuff in different countries, and even, listen to the radio, you get to hear so many different artists and sounds, and you go to the club, you see what they're into, and I'm sure it all has some sort of influence at some stage.
Yeah, for sure. And Sellouts, he must have had some influence on your work on Demonstration. You worked with him.
I did work with him, yeah. I mean, we actually started speaking about the collaboration in Australia, actually. So it was about 2 years ago, and I was kind of like playing him some of the stuff I was working on for my new record, and he said, man, like, I know I'm a DJ, man, but I have something for you. And I was like, oh no, he's this super famous, important DJ, and I'm gonna have to say I love this record. But when he played it, I really did. I really loved the record, and yeah, the rest is history.
When I was at university back in the day, we were playing a lot of your music from Discovery. All my uni mates, we loved that stuff.
Nice.
So how has your outlook changed in music since then?
Wow, do you know what? Because of the success of Discovery, even as a rapper, that's come from England, I don't know, I guess it gave me kind of confidence as a musician, because when I was creating Discovery, there was a lot of music within that album that, nobody had really tried and tested before. Like, I was doing like hybrids of stuff, drum and bass, mixed with this, mixed with that. And I just wanted to make something that was a great body of work as well, whether people really get that now or it's a later on type of thing. I just wanted to make something that was very solid,
What do you think of those people that say that artists that just are progressing, getting bigger, are sellouts? What do you think of people like that?
That's kind of why I made Don't Sell Out, because it was kind of me, I'd say more taking the mick out of the phrase, because I think, there's no real substance behind. It's easy to throw the phrase around without being actually able to explain why you're saying it.
And as someone you work with really well with is Labyrinth.
Yes.
What's so appealing about working with him all the time?
I just think, like, to be honest with you, 2 guys, very similar background, very similar outlook on the way the music industry is at the moment, and just wanted to be kind of revolutionary within that, and kind of change the game and bend the rules a little bit. I think that was definitely the kind of premise behind the first song we ever did.
You know how Jay-Z and Kanye West, they've worked together before on an album. Do you ever see yourself working with Labyrinth one day?
Yeah, I mean, potentially, definitely. There's a few people I'd really love to do like whole album projects with, and Labyrinth is one of those people, Ellie Goulding is one of those people, and Dizzy is one of those people, and Chase and Status. If I could do like a whole kind of album with each of those people, that'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
Tell me about your single Heroes, because I love that single, not just live, but also just with the headphones on at night time.
Thank you.
Laura and Vula, tell me about it.
Well, Heroes basically came about because it's funny actually. I always wanted to make like a James Bond theme song, and I was like, no one's ever gonna ask me to make a James Bond theme song, so I'm gonna make something that for me could be like the title song of a film, right? And Heroes was that song, and I asked Laura to be on it, and she said yes, and I was chuffed. I think she's amazing. Naughty Boy did the production on it as well. And then, yeah, it's funny, like after the song was done, I was super happy, and we got a call to open the BAFTAs, you know, with
High five from Prince William.
Exactly. So, you know, not only did I make something that I thought was film worthy, and even though it didn't make it on a film, well, yeah, anyway, there's still time, but I got to perform in where they celebrate the film of all films, you know, and that was a really great feeling.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for this interview. You're a real inspirational man.
Cheers, man.
I have to say.
I'm trying, man. Thanks.
And all the best with Demonstration. Right now, though, we're going to check out a single, one of my favourites. This is from Discovery.
Yes.
This is Written in the Stars.